to obviously teach you. And definitely the pink one. Let's grab the pink one right now. Or not. Hang on. One of the reasons that I don't like showing PR is I never want you all to think that I would waste anything. And another reason I don't even talk about what I do with it, because then I don't want y'all to be like, oh, that's so wonderful of you. It's something that needs to be done. It just has to be done. So if you ever wonder why I don't do a lot of PR hauls, that's why. It just makes people feel bad. I remember I would watch these PR hauls and I'd just be like, oof. And I'm not even the kind of person to feel that way. So the internet just can be yucky. So that's probably one of the few PR kits you will ever see from me. But I did get this out. Enough squeaking and squirting then. Let's try this. I'm gonna compare it to the Exa because I know the Exa is just superior. This is pretty. That's really pretty. That looks nice. Came out beautifully. It didn't get aggressive with me. It didn't spit on me like a feral makeup camel. Y'all are also gonna be hearing Ben practicing in the background. And then here is the Exa. So let me show you the Exa. There's just something so special about the Exa to me. It is just the perfect pink corrector. But we're gonna try the LA Girl too. I'm excited because we need dupes. We have to have dupes. You know what? I want to see this one too. So for lavender, I don't know if you caught one. I'm sure you did. We love Michaela. But Michaela used a lavender setting powder the other day. And Michaela is very fair. She's a lot more fair than I. These are so impossible to get out. She's so much more fair than I. And if you are as fair as Michaela, I recommend, and I even told her to try this. Try a lavender corrector. Look how fun that is. I love makeup. And you would use it the same way that I use the pink. And if you're very fair, but you still have redness in your cheeks, they have a mint one. So the mint is going to be much lighter than the actual green, which I'm going to show you. So that's the mint. You can see it compared to the other colors. That's really pretty. But that one's going to correct redness. So that's not a brightener. That's technically still a corrector. I know that pink and lavender, they get a little confusing because they're still called correctors, but they're technically brightening correctors. This is you're gonna see such a difference. The skin tone that I am and a little bit darker, but with redness. Now, a lot of times deeper complexions, they're not gonna need to correct for redness, but this one would be better for me right now. But if you are fair, this one would be better for correcting redness. Look at that. You can see such a nice difference. These are fantastic. This is great. Now for the yellow, I'm not even gonna swatch it because it is something that I could easily donate. But I'm just gonna show them to you in the package and then I'm gonna put them back. These are hard to get out, but it's good, it's good. So we have, this one is a yellow and then this is light yellow. So you can see you can still see the difference there. This is gonna be better from medium, darker medium, medium deep. You know what? I know color correcting gets a little confusing. I have a whole video on it. I took days putting that all together. But what I will say, one of the easiest ways to kind of figure out color correcting and even what color for your skin tone is the daggum Givenchy powders. And even if you just go to Sephora, the way they have it laid out, it kind of makes sense color correcting for each tone because even the lightest tone is mousseline. I was saying it's the lightest one and it's lavender. So lavender is always going to be for the lightest of skin tones and then it goes into this beautiful, very warm orange, still with a lot of, I guess we'll say yellow, a lot of warmth, but it's on the deepest of skin tones. So I'm going to link it here. And I'm definitely gonna keep the white one. Where did it go? I lost it. Ooh, wait. I'm trying to think. I kind of want to keep this one. I don't need that one. I don't need Douglas hair in it. I always get Douglas's hairs confused with mine. We have like a similar hair color and his is like this long. So some of the ones in the front are that long of mine. So here's the white one. I bought, like I said, I bought this one and I don't know if it was just the store, but this looks perfect. So I think it was just the one I had, which made me sad because LA Girl, I mean, y'all know I'm like such a fan. That's so nice. Perfect. I'm definitely gonna keep the white one because I wanted the white one. I initially bought it. And let me find my shade in the actual concealer. Wait, hear me out, LA girl. We need primary colors in the correctors. I know we have the mixing pigments, but I feel like that would be so useful as well. Just hear me out. So I just went in, and like I said, I don't like to swatch all of them because I just find that so wasteful. So I just kind of wing it, and I did swatch 2 of them. I misplaced the other one. I feel like it's right in front of me. I do that all the time. That's the pink one, right? Yes, okay, well, this one looks pretty good though. Let's blend it out. Give me my brush. So my vanity's in complete chaos. This one actually has quite a bit of peach and it's not yellow, and I can, you know what? The outside here is really, really, really good indicator, so A+ on that. I hate when I try a new concealer and I buy it from the packaging out here and then I get home and it's super yellow, but the outside was super pink or neutral. Just breaks my makeup heart. I just start screaming the audacity. No, I don't really scream. There's my brush. So I'm gonna grab my Anissa Beauty Angle Concealer brush and we'll just work this in. I don't have foundation on, we're just kind of playing around. Wow. It just keeps going and going and going. Why are we whispering? That's beautiful. So pretty. Okay, but that looks like skin. I haven't set it. That looks so pretty. You put some pink powder on that and that's gonna be real good. Okay, that's staying close. That makes me really happy. Let's put a little bit of the pink on top. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I don't ever wanna use the applicator from the pink because you just don't wanna mix it. It's not what you need. You wanna keep it as clean as possible so you don't muddy up the color. Where is, I'm telling you, why do I even try to do makeup tutorials? I can't, I'm not prepared. We're gonna grab a C31. Better hurry. And we're just gonna tap this on top. Ooh, this one's bright. Okay, but don't be alarmed. Remember, I don't even have foundation on. And once you set it, it kind of takes it down. And of course, I always want to remind you, I was saying, trends aren't always for everyone. So if you feel like, oh my goodness, I just can't do the pink under eye, then you know what? You don't have to. It's just a trend. We'll probably look back on this in a couple years and go, what in the Valentine's Day were we doing? But for right now, I very much want to look like Valentine's Day. So it's just fun. Makeup's fun. And remember, it does wash off. So if you just want to try it out and not go nowhere, that's going to be fun. So I'm going to take the brush again and just kind of smooth these edges. That's beautiful. Now let's put some pink powder on it because I'm about to wipe all this off, and I'm actually going to try to do that daggum trend today where they actually use the blush. Everything in me wants to dot it on my face, but I'm going to let you know, dotting it directly on your face, I would call myself an experienced makeup artist, and I do not trust myself to take a pure pigment blush, dot that on my face, because that's going to be impossible to mix on your face. All right, let's try some pink powder. I'm just gonna grab Huda. It was the closest. And let me tell you what else I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna film today a few mistakes that you might be making with your foundation and why it might look patchy, why it's lifting. I'm gonna film that because I have a few really good ideas. But you know what? I always feel like people, when they do the green screen, they always take a picture of somebody else and they're always like, wow, your foundation looks like this. It's not nice. So I did it on myself. So let's set this. Also, I absolutely have so much fun doing these at least once. Doing these at least once a week because I feel like I'm just on FaceTime with my friends. Even though I can't see y'all, somehow it just feels like we're just like hanging out. Okay, this looks pretty. If I had my foundation on, it would look even better, but we're just trying stuff out and looking at it. Looks very smooth, no creasing. I'm gonna just hang out for a second with it on. I love doing this, it's so much fun. Also, I feel that this isn't as pink as the blush mixture. That's so pretty, but to me that, when you're doing the extreme pink under eye, that's definitely a trend. This is just more of a way to really brighten. It's definitely, over exaggerated. I'm not trying to act like this is natural, but it's definitely not just going straight into a trend. You get it? Okay, let me answer a DM really quickly here. That's why I do this. Somebody asked how I do the gel sheet powder, how I get it out. So you know there's 4 different colors in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It might not look like it now because I've had this one for a while, and after a while, they kind of all do shake into the same compartments. So all I do is I shake it, okay, shake it up, little tap on the butt, okay, shake it back this way. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of making sure that it doesn't kind of spew out here in a second, and then it's all gonna be right there. It's that easy. It smells so good. Eyebrows say it all. Y'all excited? This looks fun, okay? I really like these colors. I like these lip colors right here. Let me check this eyeshadow palette. Let me do a quick eye real quick. Quick eye real quick. Now listen. Actually, you know what? I can do both eyes. Let's just try out the eyeshadow palette. The audacities. The variegated gall. I quote the Grinch daily, just so you know. So we have an eye primer. We're gonna try that out. What kind of eye primer is it? What? This is my first day doing a makeup tutorial, dagnabbit. We're here in the daggum boonies trying to show y'all an eye primer. So for me, this isn't my normal eye primer. Now I'm throwing it. Absolutely feral. This feels like the Rare Beauty primer, which I like for no makeup days, not for my serious eyeshadow looks. And these look like some serious eyeshadows. Let's try it. Okay, let's grab a C30. Start to work that in. I do like the color of it. Really reminds me of the Rare Beauty one so much. And I do love that one. Can I just say, I'm so excited for this gray. I want to use it. We're going for it. I'm going to put it in my crease. I'm going to use one of these hot cakes, also known as brushes. Thank you. I love y'all so much. I can't believe I get to do this and just hang out with all of you. So we're gonna grab that on an E27 and I'm gonna start to just kind of press that into my crease. Now keep in mind, I pick up a very small amount. I don't want to ever hear, oh, there's no pigment, because the amount that I pick up on the side of my brush is such a tiny amount. Now let me look at this though, because this doesn't look gray. Now it's very taupey. It's not a true gray, but that's okay. Also, mattes never swatch nicely, so let's not be negative yet. It is going on nicely, but you know what? Let's give it a more fair chance and use an eye primer that I would use with an eyeshadow palette like this. The very thin consistency eye primers, they just never do these really beautiful, intense eyeshadows. They never do it justice. So I'm gonna grab clean canvas, and I'm gonna grab it on a different brush. Here's one. Grab it on, it's another C31, just wanna use a different. Let me wipe this off. It literally just wipes right off. Probably could have put it on top, but there we go. See how much more opaque that is? It's really gonna grab the color and it's gonna be very, very, very true. Okay, so let's just try it over here, and if we need, we can just wipe that off. NBD. I'm gonna run out of slides, I know it. I'm too spicy. It's so satisfying. All right, let's try this again. So we're gonna pick up that much. You can see it there on the brush. It's not completely coated the brush. And we're just gonna start to tap that in. As you can see, it is more of a true gray now. I feel like that eyeshadow base was kind of changing the color of it. Some y'all are noticing this and this. That is just where I have placed my, I don't have it over here. I've placed my arm here on my vanity, and I don't have sensitive skin, but I have weird skin that's just like, let me get aggravated real fast. You see that? I just placed it on there for 2 seconds. So no, I don't actually have any burn scars. Never really do much to my hair. Pretty lazy when it comes to that. Also, I want you to keep in mind, look at how gray that is compared to that. When you use a lighter base, it makes the shades show as true as possible. the way they look in the pan, they're gonna look like that on your eye. So I'm just gonna keep slowly building this up. Don't worry about that creasing on my lid. We're nowhere near that area yet. And I think I'm just gonna do a dark gray crease and then put some white on my lid and just say that I am Pamela Anderson. Minus some of that chaos that was in that show that I couldn't get through because I watched Winnie the Pooh. So now it's gonna look extra gray because I added some black, which is in the palette. It's because I said so. That's the shade. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more, same brush, and just kind of add some depth through the socket. Don't worry about it looking blended quite yet. Just kind of get it pressed first. And then we're also not even going to clean up the lid. We'll just kind of tap a little bit more base on there because we'll use one of the cream colored shadows. Let me hold that brush a little bit farther back. See, even I do it. You have more control. The shadows are great, working out perfectly. Then I have black eyeshadow on the tip of my brush, picking up a little bit more. And I'm just going to tap it here. I'm not gonna bring it over this way, so I'm not shading my lid. I'm really just kind of taking it and rounding off this shape. So I basically wiped off that eye, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some more clean canvas over here so that they match. All right, so we got the other eye on. Remember, we're still not blending. We kind of have to get the rest of our makeup on. Now I'm gonna grab an E29 and I'm going to grab, it ran away. Why did I, there it is. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I like this shade because it's a very cool tone and it actually has a little bit of pink. I know you can't see it. I know. I see color. I love color. So I'm gonna take that and just tap it above here. Just to kind of finish smoothing everything. That'll do it. Now I'm gonna grab our brush and whatever's left in here should be enough. I'm just kind of making sure that my lid is smoothed because it will crease until you set it. I think that the eyeshadows have blended beautifully. Love it. Love. We'll try the shimmers another day. You know, I always like to try my palettes as much as possible. I'm gonna grab this one. It has less yellow. You can see that. And I'm gonna grab a bunch and I'm just go ahead and pack that on my lid. While Jean makes weird noises in the background. Let's do gray liner. This one's from Shiseido and it's my favorite. And I'm just gonna run it along the closest part of my lash line. And lately I've just been into basically that. Just so it looks like an extended extra eyelash. I went ahead and took it on my waterline as well. I feel like gray is just so slept on. It's just such a sultry, spicy color. Okay, let's add some lashes. I'm gonna wear the same lashes I wore yesterday. I forgot to tell y'all. I got me some picture evidence of my ditch alligator. Let me pop on this lash before I show you. We're gonna green screen that gator. These are Spellbound from House of Lashes, and the applicator is also House of Lashes. Now listen, I love alligators. I'm sure that most of y'all know that that phone that I use for the wear test, it's an alligator. I love them. I don't know why. It's little dinosaurs. So we were driving by the other day and we live on a golf course, mind you, super quiet, super sleepy, and animal control has already been contacted. Look at this little mater tater. Look at him. I wanted to take him home, but he brought me and my family. He's pretty little. And mind you, I'm in the car. I would never get out. See, that's the car. But I wanted to show y'all he's super cute. I love them. It's a little danger puppy. And now before y'all get scared about animal control, relocation, ain't nobody hurting little mater tater. They're very common here in South Texas. But they are dangerous. They can eat your animals. So they come and they move them. Nobody hurts the alligator. We don't like that. But we also don't want them eating Jean. That was my little mater experience. Now I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna go film a couple different things. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know it's not normal, but it's still really fun. I think it's really fun to just kind of sit around and hang out and try products. I love you all. so much. And tonight is going to be an ad for Ragirl Cosmetics, but does it really matter at this point? Because I feel I talk about Ragirl Cosmetics more than anybody. I love them. But I will see y'all in the comments later tonight, and I'm gonna post another video on TikTok, so I'll see y'all there too. Love you.